Cuba sees biggest protest for decades as pandemic adds to the woes. I'm Elias, welcome to Elias World News. We are going through news and see latest headlines around the world. Join us, like us and comment us, and let's see what will happen. Havana, July 11th. Chanting freedom and calling for President Miguel Diaz-Canel to step down. Thousands of Cubans joined the street protests from Havana to Santiago on Sunday in the biggest anti-government demonstrations on the communist-run island for decades. The protests erupted amid Cuba's worst economic crisis since the fall of the Soviet Union, its old ally, and a record surge in infections, with people voicing their anger over shortages of basic goods, curbs on civil liberties, and the authorities' handling of the crisis around us. Thousands took to the streets in various parts of Havana, including the historic center. Their shouts of Diaz-Canel step down, drowning out groups of government supporters waving the Cuban flag and chanting Fidel. Special forces jeeps with machine guns mounted on the back were seen throughout the capital, and the police presence was heavy, even long after most protests had gone home by 9 p.m. We are going through really difficult times, says Miranda Lazara, a dance teacher who joined the thousands of protesters who marched through Havana. We need a change of system. Diaz-Canel, who also heads the Communist Party, blamed the unrest on Cold War foe, the United States, which in recent years tightened its decade-long trade embargo on the island, and a televised speech on Sunday afternoon. Diaz-Canel said many protesters were sincere but manipulated by US. Orchestrated social media campaigns and mercenaries on the ground, and warned that further provocations would not be tolerated, calling on supporters to comfort provocations. The president was due to make another address at the nation at 9 a.m. on Monday, according to the state-run media. Juliet Chung, acting Undersecretary of the United States Department Office, Western Hemisphere Affairs, said it was deeply concerned by the calls to combat in Cuba and stood by the Cuban people rights for peacefully assembling. Reuters witnessed in Havana protests saw security forces aided by suspected plainclothes officers arrested about 24 protesters. Police used pepper spray and hit some protesters, as well as a photographer working on the Associated Press. It's interesting to see what will happen in Cuba and where will these protests go. If you want to see more of the latest headlines, latest news in Elias World News, subscribe for the channel, like the videos, share the videos, and watch more Elias World News. I'm Elias. Have a good evening.